Hi guys, Chris here. I'm the face of Loopy Loop and I'm coming to you from the northeast where I live with Dave, my partner, and my dog Sadie. Today I've just hopped on for a quick video. I've finished my walking in nature blanket. It took me 2 weeks. I've also finished a cardigan, another garden gates, and I've got 2 works in progress. I finished a Della duck, but I've already gifted that, so I don't have a picture either to put in, but it is on the internet. It's by it's on Etsy. Knots and Threads, I think. The Della duck pattern, it's absolutely amazing, done in blanket yarn. So, but first of all, this is my little corner of the internet where I talk about knit and crochet acquisitions, which I haven't got. I've been looking on the internet for my next project, but I haven't got anything yet. And I've got some news as well, life updates, which I'll tell you at the end. So let's kick off with my walking in nature blanket, which took me 2 weeks. I did talk about it on the last podcast when I'd finished all the squares, and I put all the squares up to show you because there's 12 patterns and you do 4 squares for each pattern, and then you crochet them all together, or you can sew them together. I crocheted mine together. So without further ado, it is quite big and I can't stand up to show you because I can't weight bear yet. So this is it. This is I didn't do the fancy border. I just done 3 rows of double trebles, front post, back post. And the reason I done that was the blanket is so detailed. I didn't want to put the lace border on it to take away from the lovely patterns that were in the squares. So I just done front post, back post, treble, double trebles, and I've done 3 rounds all the way along the blanket, all the way around. And I double crocheted them, all the squares together. There, look. Which was really easy. So this is it. I'll try and get it all in for you. Like I say, each pattern is different. This is so hard. I hope you can see it. There's leaves, there's berries, there's flowers, there's buds, there's snowflake, there's the North Star, which is this blue one here. Sunshine, which is the yellow. But I've talked about this on my last podcast, and I show you all the patterns and the colours. Right, that's one side. Now I'll turn it round and show you the other side. Oh, I'm sorry about this, but it's the only way I can do it. Can you see the double crochet to how I've double crocheted the squares together? Single crochet if you're in the US. There's the butterfly one, the peach one. The North Star and the sunshine. And the flowers. The wheat. And the hearts. And buds. And that's my walking in nature blanket, which I'll have to try and fold up again. And there it is in all its glory, all folded. It took me 2 weeks exactly. Once I'd done it from the last podcast, I'd finished the squares, and I took a couple of hours break, and then I just went into the double crocheting the squares together, or single crocheting the squares together if you're in the US. I got them done, and then it took me a full day to do like the borders. I done a double crochet all the way around to set me off, or single crochet if you're in the US. And then I did double trebles. I done 3 rounds of double trebles, and I'm glad I did, because I think the blanket, you know, it shines it in its own light with all the different patterns and all the different colours, and I didn't want to take that away by doing the fancy border. So with the extra yarn that was left over, when I went to the hospice craft day, I took it there and donated it, and somebody was starting to, well, I taught them to crochet. So they were taking that on and using all the bits that were left off the blanket. And then what was off the cream, there was nearly 300 gram balls. They mixed that with the colours, and they started their own little blanket, just a granny square. So I was quite pleased about that I donated it. It made me feel really good. And then after the blanket was done, if you remember the last podcast, I showed you a cardigan, and I said I didn't know whether to frog it or not because the wool was quite splitty. I actually frogged the cardigan. I'd done the back, 2 sides, and I was ready to start the sleeves, and I just thought, no, I'm not happy. It's not bringing me joy. And I pulled it all out, pulled it all down. But the yarn didn't go to waste because I crocheted a cardigan. Started it Saturday gone, and I've done another garden gates cardigan, and this is it. So this is my garden gate cardigan. I've already done one in a blue, and I thought, well, there's the back of it. Thought rather than waste the yarn, I'm going to crochet, and it crocheted absolutely fine. I had no problem whatsoever. And then Dave went out and got me some nice buttons to match. think the buttons were made for it. So that's my Garden Gates cardigan. So if Kelly's watching from Roro and Cade's and you thought I was going to finish the knitted one, I didn't. I frogged it and I made the crocheted one. And I've got a little end sticking up that needs chopping off. So there we are. That's my Garden Gates number 2. And that's it for finished objects. I think I showed you my work in progress last time. I'm making zigzag, king cole zigzag. And it's in the colourway Clown. Lovely shades. And I'm making a pair of socks. So I've done a 2x2 rib, 40 round leg, and I'm onto the heel. I've done the heel turn, I've done the heel flap and the heel turn, and I'm onto the gusset stitches now. But I'm struggling a little bit because with the cataracts, I'm not seeing the darker stitches very well. But they're my socks in the zigzag, king cole zigzag, in the colourway Clown. And because I can't see very well the dark parts of the yarn, I had some more sock yarn, and this one is Drops Fable, and it's colour number 925, and it's a cream, and it's got like an emerald green and a fuchsia pink splash in it. There it is. And I've started another pair of socks, and I'm doing them on 9-inch circulars, and I've only got this much done. So it's a 2x2 rib for 18 rows. And just plain vanilla sock on my 9-inch circulars, and I can just about see this. So I'm on with them at the minute. My other ones will just have to take a back seat because I'm going to get my eyes done on the 2nd of June. So I'll be looking forward to that. Sorry, I dropped me needle stoppers, my stitch stoppers. I dropped it. So they're my my Drops Fable socks. And that's it. That's it for my works in progress. So you'll have to stay tuned, and then when I decide what I'm going to do next, I'll come back on and let you know. So life updates. My son has been continuing to go for his chemotherapy. He had it last week, and when he went to see the consultant had, he had a scan, and the consultant had sat him down and said to him, I need to show you your scan to show you the progress, what's been made. and he's got 4 spots of cancer on both lungs. I think it's 2 on each. And they were the size of a £2 coin. And his consultant said it's halved in size, which is absolutely fantastic news. Couldn't believe it. He said he'll have to continue with his chemotherapy, and then he has another scan and they'll carry on like that. But he said he doesn't think that it'll go away completely, but, you know, it is livable. If it gets to a size where they can manage it. But you never know. And then I couldn't stop crying because I knew he was going, and we didn't know what was after last time when they said it hadn't worked. We didn't know what to expect. And when he rang me, I couldn't stop crying, but it was happy tears. It was absolutely brilliant, brilliant news. And then with myself, they told me that my leukemia is incurable. And then I got a phone call on Monday, from the professor, Dr. David, from the haematology. And my results, my blood tests had been sent to the Amyloid Centre in London. I explained that in early videos, that it's managed from a centre in London, Amyloid Centre, because it's amyloidosis. And then I got told I'm in remission. So it's absolutely, I can't get over it. It's absolutely fantastic news. I keep thinking, I wonder if they're right. I wonder if they've got it wrong. And I just keep thinking about it all the time. I feel so blessed. I can't find the words to describe it. So she said I need to improve my mobility and they're going to try and get physio working with me so that I can walk again. So it's all about being positive, thinking positive, and onwards and upwards. David also bought my coffin for me. I chose it. It was in the sale. And I took advantage of it because it was £995 and it was in the sale for £295. And if somebody had said to me, like, if I died, what would you like? What type of coffin would you like? It's one I would have chose and been chuffed about in that situation. It's a white Moses basket style. It's not coffin shaped. And like I said, Dave said, I'll pay for that for you. And then I got the news this week. So, but nevertheless, one day, whenever, you know, it's there, isn't it? So, yeah. So that's 2 lots of absolutely fabulous news. The day I got my phone call, and it was a lovely afternoon, and I went out in the garden, I celebrated. I had a very, very large tea, Maria and Coke. And I hadn't had one for nearly a year, so I really thoroughly enjoyed that. And got all my knits and my crochet sorted. So now, like I say, I'm just debating what to do next. I don't know whether I want to do another cardigan. I don't think I want to do a blanket. But there again, I was thinking of a small lap blanket for the wheelchair. Or whether I want to do some baby clothes because there's a couple in the family that are due to be parents. So I'm thinking about doing some baby wear. But yeah. So let me know in the comments what you think about my cardigan, about my frog and my cardigan, my knitted cardigan, and crocheting it into another cardigan. Yeah, so I'm going to leave it here. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming back. If you're new, welcome, and if you're not, welcome back. It's been nice to come on and at least show where I've finished, but most of all to tell you the news of Dean and myself. I just can't believe it. Honestly, I can't believe it, and I'm so grateful, so blessed. We both are, and we both thank you from the bottom of our hearts, both me and Dean, for all the comments, all the love, all the messages of healing. I think it's made a huge difference when people are praying. I don't go to church a lot myself, but I do believe the prayers have helped, and the love, and the spreading the love. So thank you for being here. Please like and subscribe and hit that notification bell, and then you'll find out when I do pop up. And I'll see you soon. Bye.